Welcome to Asian Teachers Maps. Today we talk about simple equation. So it's an equation in one unknown. So like this. So it's 5x minus 6 is equal to 9. Okay. So the key is the equivalent sign. So it means what's on the left hand side of this equal sign is equal to what's on the right hand side. So 5x minus 6 will be equivalent to the 9 in value. So what's x? So x can be anything in here, including positive numbers and negative numbers, fractions, no decimals, no complex numbers, stuff like that yet. For now, it's always real. We'll talk about real number later. So now it's positive or negatives, integers or fractions. Okay. So aim is to find the value of the unknown x. Okay. Can be x, y, z, a, b, c, whatever letters or symbols we use. So first, let's talk about the notation. So this is 5x means 5 times x. Okay, always 5x, never x5. Okay, so the multiplication symbol is omitted. I mean we have 5x, we can't x 5 times, so don't need the multiplication symbol. Okay, and this is negative 4y. Okay, similarly, it's negative 4 times y. The multiplication symbol is omitted. Okay. These two unknown x, y. When written like this together, it means x times y. So this is two unknowns. So we won't see two unknowns in the same equation today, but it will be later. Okay. So and then the equal sign means the left hand side equal right hand side, and the letter x, because it closely resemble the multiplication symbol, so we write in another way, like this or like this. Okay, so it's like either first stroke, second stroke, okay, or first stroke, second stroke. Okay, but we never write x like this. It is multiplication. Okay. Okay. Now let's see how do we solve the simple equation. Okay, so you see a balance scale here. So what it does is that when we like put weight and masses on both sides, then the heavier side will sink and the lighter side will rise. Okay, and when both sides has equal mass or equal weight, then they will level. Okay, so each of these purple block is a unit mass. Okay, so what's a unit mass? So they can be 1 kilogram. So if one of them is 1 kilogram, then all of them is 1 kilogram. Or they can be 1 pound. So if one of them is 1 pound, then all of them is 1 pound. Okay. Or we can just say this is a unit mass. Okay. So we have 3 unit mass on the right, and we have the unknown y on the left. Okay. So here the equation shows y minus 2 is equal to 3. Okay. So we put y on the left and a 3 block on the right. Before this happened, we see that the y side, the left hand side, sink. But if you look at this, y should be larger than 3, right? Because if we take away 2 from y, then left hand side will be equal to 3. So which means y is more than 3, as you can see here. So the left hand side sink and this side rise. So we don't know how much is y. Then we take away block from y. So y is like a box. We have some unit mass inside, but we can't see how many. So then we just like, okay, we grab one and then the balance moves, but not equal yet. And then we take away one more. So in total we take away 2. Then both sides are equal. Okay. So we have -2 equals to 3. This scale represents this equation. Okay. Then how do we find y then? So since taking away 2 from y will be equivalent to 3, which means y is 5, right? Because if we take away 2 from 5, it is 3. And the way we figured it out is that we add 2 to 3, right? So y is equal to 3 plus 2, okay? Which means y is equal to 5, okay? Positive 5. So this is how we solve the equation. And let's look at the next one. So we have x plus 4 is equal to 9. Again, we have a box of x. There is some unit mass inside, but we don't know how many. So, and before we add anything, the right hand side is heavier. So there's like 9 unit block here. And then there's x inside, we don't know how many yet. And we know that if we add 4, it will be equal to 9. So then we add 1, the scale moves but not equal yet, and then add 2, and then add 3, and then add 4 until they are equal. Okay. So both sides has equal mass now. And we can see that from this diagram here, this balance represents this equation. You can see that, deduce that x has 5 unit mass in it, isn't it? We have 4 here, unknown, 9 here, and they're equal. So then there should be 5 in here. And the way we figure this out is by doing 9 minus 4. And first, x is equal to 5. Okay. So we can figure out how much is this without looking inside the box. This is unknown. Okay. But now, then we know the amount of the unit mass inside the unknown box without looking inside. So, this is the next one. My equation is 3x is equal to 6. So we put a box of x on the left hand side and 6 unit mass on the right hand side. And we see that the right hand side is heavier. And of course, because 3x, so we count x 3 times, will be equal to 6. And if we only have 1x, of course, then x will be less than 6. Okay. So then this time instead of adding unit mass on the left, we are adding boxes of x. These boxes of unknown x should have equal amounts of unit mass inside, because they're labeled as x. So you trust the label. Okay. So, and then we are adding 1 box of x more, not equal yet, 2 box of x. Oh, and they're equal. Because from 1x to 3x, there are 2 more balls of x. So if we have to count x 3 times, then we add 2 more boxes of x. and now they are equal. So this is this equation. And you can deduce from here that each box of x has 2 unit mass inside. And we do that by doing 6 is divided by 3, like here. Okay. So x is equals to 2. There are 2 unit mass inside the box of unknown x. Okay. Next one. We have y over 2 is equals to 4. So by putting y on the left and 4 unit masses on the right, we say that y is heavier. So then this one is a bit tricky. We have to ask somebody else to do this for us, because we cannot look inside y. So we asked a person, our friend. So we asked them to grab the all the unit masses inside y. Don't show us. Okay, we can't see. And then they divide into 2 equal portions, and then bring one portion back into the unknown box. Okay. After that, we relabel it as y over 2, because now we divide the unit masses inside y into 2 equal portions and then put one back. Okay. And now it's equal. Okay. This is the equation. Okay. And so how much was in y? Okay. So we can see that, if we divide by 2, it's equal to 4. So if we didn't divide by 2, which means we have 8, right? Because 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay. And we figured it out by multiplying 4 to 2. Okay. So y is equal to 4 times 2, which is 8. Okay. So another way to look at this is to do it on paper. So let's say we have y minus 2 is equals to 3. So we start from right here. So this is equivalent sign. So we can do whatever we want as long as we keep both sides equal. Okay. So let's say I add 2 to both sides. I definitely can, because this will not disrupt the balance. I'm adding equal amount of unit masses on both sides. Then, this is minus 2 and plus 2, or negative 2 positive 2. Then these 2 cancels. Okay. And then so we have y on the left hand side, and on the right we have 5. Then y is equals to 5. So this is another way to do this, apart from doing this from here to here. Okay. So then for the next one, x plus 4 is equal to 9. So we can do whatever we want. So for example, x plus 4 is equal to 9. So I'm deducting 4 from both sides. So x plus 4 minus 4 is equals to 9 minus 4. Okay. Just like we start from here, and then we take 4 blocks away from both sides, then the balance should still be equal, right? And on the right hand side we will have 5 remaining. On left hand side, we will be left as the unknown x. And then for this one, we have some modification. Mm. 3x is equal to 6. Then this one we can divide both sides by 3. Okay, so it's like starting from here. Then we have 3x over 3 is equal to 6 over 3. So we divide this into 3 equal portions, and then take 1, which is x. We divide this into 3 equal portions, and take 1 portion, which is 2. So x is equal to 2. Okay. Same result here. Okay. And this one. So if y over 2 is equal to 4, so we start from here. Y over 2 is equals to 4. Okay. Then we can multiply both sides by 2. Okay. Then times 2 is equals to 4 times 2. Okay. And we have, so 1 of 2 times 2, we can do the simplification. We can like quote these 2 out because both of them have the factor of 2. So on the left hand side, we're left with the y. So y is equals to the right hand side 8. Okay. So then we have the same answer as we had here. Alright. So this is for today. I'll see you in the tutorial.